I've always sort of like ran things. I don't know why. That's what I do.
For over a year, the leaders of Student Health worked nonstop to make USC a safe place during the COVID-19 pandemic.
You know, it is not uncommon to get a text at like 11 p.m. about something, especially when we were in the midst of this COVID thing and we were working like 10, 12-hour days.
Of the 7 senior members on the team, 6 are women.
The gender representation is extremely heartening.
Although Women's History Month has passed for the year, the work these doctors do does not need a national month to receive recognition. The dynamic among the group seems just as profound.
Oh my gosh, we have a fantastic team at USC. I mean, honestly.
Starting from the top.
We report directly to Dr. Van Orman, one of the most intellectual, versatile, and smart women that I've ever met, who is so focused and so moral.
I mean, she has just been phenomenal for the organization.
Before coming to USC, Dr. Van Orman served as the executive director for University Health Services at the University of Wisconsin-Madison. She's also the past president of the American College Health Association, an organization whose COVID-19 task force provided the considerations for college reopening this past fall. But beyond her many accomplishments, Dr. Van Orman is undeniably kind.
I'm proud that I have a really great family. And I'm also proud, I feel like I've been able to professionally develop a level of expertise. I'm good and I'm an expert at this kind of narrow thing that we think of as like, health for college students. It's something that really matters. I'm very passionate about it. I think it matters. I think it matters at USC. I think it matters systemically.
Van Orman joined USC Student Health at a turbulent time. The same year, USC began its investigation of former gynecologist George Tyndall. While the scandal still looms with recent news last week of the $1.1 billion settlement, colleagues mark Van Orman's arrival as a signal toward change.
We partnered with Keck, and Dr. Folk came in. I started to see that shift at that point.
Dr. Nguyen Knowles, who joined the team in 2019, also brought in a freshness and focus on patient experience.
For me, patient experience it's just natural in everything that I do.
The willingness to stop and think and listen is just an immeasurable human skill. I'm very thankful that my colleagues really all demonstrate that so very well.
The team acknowledges a need for further evolution, not only for women in the workforce, but of all identities.
It is a lot easier than it was, but I still, sometimes make that decision to say, is it worth it?
Is it worth it to stand up for yourself in that sense?
Yes, especially when you're in leadership. They're huge risks.
There's no end point to making things more accessible and inclusive for everyone.
Women, I think, in your generation are not going to put up with being ignored or being treated as anything less.
I can imagine all the women throughout time that just were so talented and they contributed a ton to our communities, but they weren't able to contribute in the spaces where they're recognized and could run companies and universities. And to have that opportunity that it isn't part of your gender, but if you're passionate about something and you work hard, that you could be in that opportunity to get there. And so that you don't get to the end of your life. Like if you talk to my mom right now, she would talk about how she wishes she was that, but she didn't have those opportunities to do that. And I think she's proud of her daughters, that they took those opportunities, were able to do it. But to have those regrets at the end of your life, I don't think I'll ever have regrets, that doors were closed to me because of my gender.
For Annenberg Media, I'm Nikki Walker.
I'm not going to be ignored, so get used to it.